Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome back to Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader Let's Play, where we are not only fighting the animals on Janus, but also the local fauna. Jokes aside, folks, the rebellion is still in the process of being crushed, but we are exploring everything there is to explore close to the leaders' bases. We did discover what looks like a fallen Aeldari monument where they seem to have congregated, and where it seems as though we're going to actually have a conversation with the rebels. That was somewhere down over here, but when we came across that, we decided to backtrack and see if there was anything else worth investigating before we engaged with whatever that was, just in case it kicked us out of this area after we'd dealt with whatever that was. So fortunately we did that because there was quite a bit to actually do up over here, and we're going to go ahead and investigate whatever's going on over here, pick up some loot over here as well, and then yeah, make our way to that conversation and see where it takes us. But first, yes, let's take a look at the situation over here. And it looks like this Vox Tower was assembled from parts clearly not intended for such use. Among the support beams and plasteel sheets, you see arches from containers and fasteners from agri-cisterns. So it's just guerrilla, what's it called? Like assembly. It's jerry-rigged. That's the word I was looking for. Cool. Good stuff, good stuff. And then we have some goods down over here as well, which is why I find myself in this location in the first place, having recently been ambushed by a bunch of actual literal animals. A couple of medikits available over here, and actually now that I scoop these guys here and get all of these guys sent to our cargo, I will fulfill a request I saw in the comments of the previous episode. I believe it was the previous episode, and that is to just organize this. I'm not sure how to organize it. Let's go by name A to Z, just so we have it all cleanly laid out and we can actually consider things with a sense of logic and order. Yeah, a messy inventory does bother me, and it's nice to see there's actually a search functionality down over here. It tells me that the developers were ready for things to get extremely messy, but ideally I'd be able to move some of this stuff into our cargo, or like just put it in like a... I would love to be able to put some of this stuff in like a bin or something, because I like having these leaflets for just story purposes, but it'd be nice to have like a storage locker or something to separate it from like actual important inventory stuff. With that said though, there are some new pieces of equipment that drew our attention, if I recall correctly. We've got the Arsonist's bracers over here. This was actually mentioned in the comments a handful of episodes ago, and it completely slipped my mind. This gives us +5 bonus to tech use tests. It also gives us +3 damage from flame weapons. So if Argenta were to actually use the Arsonist's bracers instead of her knuckle dusters that improve her coercion tests, she'd get more damage out of her flamer. And then of course we can give it to Pascal instead to improve his tech use by 5, right? Pascal's tech use currently is at where's his tech use? 85. My goodness, a +5 would take it up to 90. That's no joke. I mean, something to consider every time we engage with tech use in the world, though I guess right now he's got the Diagnostor, which increases his Medicae instead. Okay, so yeah, we can consider swapping and switching when necessary. And if we take a look at Argenta's Flamer here, 12 to 15 versus this Flamer, 12 to 15, so they're the same thing. No need to change things around there. And we have the Hunting Rifle as well, which we could give to Idira. So the Hunting Rifle, again, causes less damage, but against bigger creatures, it gets a +2. So in the rare occasion that we're up against something large, it would come in handy, though I just don't know how often that actually happens, right? Not often enough in the grand scheme of things so far. On this planet so far, yeah, sure, we've been ambushed a couple of times by a bunch of massive beasts, but by and large, I don't think we're up against anything particularly large. I don't think like combat servitors and stuff count as large enemies. I suppose that one shipboard demon that we fought would be considered as large, but Idira was knocked out within moments there, if memory serves me correctly, so it's not like this would have made a difference. We'll keep it on hand for the time being, and I do believe separately there was a new piece of armor, right? The Hunter's Carapace, that seemed to be interesting. Armor deflection of 3 and armor absorption of 40%. It does apply a penalty to our dodge, though it also increases movement points by 1. And I just wonder who would benefit the most from that. Like Argenta moving around a bit more quickly, able to get further and fire from better angles. That's the thing, is like, do I want that dodge penalty? dropping it by 25%. I just don't know. We'll leave things as they are for the time being. They've been working very nicely. Again, if this was earlier on in the game, like Act 1 and stuff, I'm sure there would be a lot more management going on those fronts, but for the time being, we're actually just fine. As over here, what are these goods? Where am I looking right now? Oh, okay, down over here. Fair enough. Well, we'll be coming here shortly anyway. Kind of interesting that we can see them from up over here. I wonder if we can, like... There's no way we can toss a grenade that far. Can we? Hang on. Let me try something here. This might be a huge mistake. Let's toss a frag grenade. Nah, we can't do it. I was just wondering if we'd be able to take these guys out, you know, before we engaged in conversation or anything. Guess not. Nonetheless, let's make our way over now to said conversation and see what's going on. Let's see if we can't change our approach. Though, truth be told, is there any coming back from all the killing we've done? Right? Like, let's be real. We've killed so many of the rebels. Are they really going to want to talk to us about potentially not killing more of them, potentially siding with them, or are we now going to be branded the enemy? I'm a little surprised that things have played out as they played out, especially considering I was willing to work with the rebels to at least understand what was going on, right, with regards to the governor and the strange potential heresies that are afoot. But it seems as though the game was not really interested in allowing us to do that. Again, I might be speaking too soon, right? It's very possible that that there's still an opportunity to explore that angle. However, again, look at all these bodies we've left behind, right? Like, we've also killed some Xenos. They're not going to be okay with that. Not that I care about their opinions, but I just mean, like, it seemed kind of strange if they go, yeah, you killed a couple of ours, and your people are known to have this endless flowing hatred for our people, but you know what? That's in the past. Let's be friends. Like, that just doesn't seem reasonable to me. We'll see how it plays out, obviously. We'll see how it plays out. Head on down this way, right? Just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything or leaving anything behind. And there is this one chest out over here, which I just don't know how to get to. Where'd you go? Somewhere down over here, if I recall correctly, right? Yeah, somewhere over here. And I'm just not sure how to get to it. Oh, hello. Actually, hang on a second. This looks like it leads right into the water. Oh, it does indeed. I'm glad I checked. All right, well, let's see what's going on over here, and then let's see what these goods actually are. It's actually relatively easy to get here, so I don't expect them to be anything particularly fancy. But first, what happened here? In the back of the corpse's head, there is a strange, narrow hole that does not look like it came from any conventional Imperial weapon. A hole like that could have been left by a thin blade piercing the skull. Very well, very well. Let's go ahead and pick up these goods over here. And we've got, what? Recoil gloves. Reduce the recoil of all automatic weapons by 20%. Pretty good. Psychoactive gem and spirit stones. Let's get the recoil gloves picked up. And you know what? The funny thing is that that might be best applied to Argenta, actually, though I don't think she'll be able to use it alongside her arsonist bracers, right? Recoil gloves, where'd they go? There they are. So it's okay, cool. It's actually going to stay organized by name. It's not suddenly going to become disorganized all of a sudden. But yeah, this would replace her extra damage from flame weapons. She uses the flame weapons every so often. She's typically using the bolter, and I don't know how much trouble recoil is actually causing there, truth be told. Recoil of 25. If we take a look at Cassia instead, her hotshot las gun over here has a recoil of 10. She's also a terrible shot, so I wonder if giving her that advantage doesn't make more sense for when she does have to start pulling the trigger with the hotshot las gun, right? So let's try that, and if you feel differently, if you have some logical explanation to give it to Argenta instead, apart from the one that I've already kind of mentioned, let me know in the comments down below, and we can obviously just as easily adjust our decision over here. But yeah, I think that should be okay. Hang on, did I misread something here? Wait, hang on a second. Pop you back over there. Recoil of 10. If I apply you like this, doesn't list a recoil anymore. This is only supposed to drop it by 20%, so I don't understand what that is. Must just be a bug with regards to tooltips. All right, you know what? That's actually a nicer find than I expected. That was a bit of a surprise. I was really expecting, I don't know, next to nothing, but I don't mind what we got there. I really want an opportunity to trade out some of our cargo, though. We've been collecting so much. We should have traded some with that tech priest we saw on Footfall. But how did I know that was going to be the only person we'd meet for, like, 15 hours, 16 hours of play? But hey, it is what it is. Ooh, I keep looking at it, but I still have no idea what it's made of. We stumbled upon these guys a lot more quickly than I expected. All right, so we know... Well, I mean, look, it's conversation time. I don't think we can attack these guys. Maybe worth a shot, but if there's an opportunity for redemption, should we perhaps take it? Wow, redemption. Their redemption, I guess. They'll get a chance to explain themselves, and maybe they're right about the governor, right? So let's step on forward and see if we can have a conversation. If they do decide to gang up on us, I think we'll be just fine. Bogle, that seems like well, that's definitely a named character, right? This will be interesting. This will be interesting. Ooh. So somebody tried sawing at or was talking about sawing at the monument, and this guy's replying, "Don't. I saw what our friends did to the idiot who thought it'd be a good idea to piss on one of these stone faces. You don't want to be that guy." All right, interesting. So there is some lack of cohesion among the rebels, between the rebels and the Aeldari, I should say, which is not surprising. But yes, let's move forward and have a conversation, I assume, with Bogle, but we'll see how this plays out. Come on. Here we go. Not well for us, seems to be the answer to that question. Muaran, the tall being in a fine, long garment, turns to you, their face hidden behind the blank visor of their helmet. When they begin to speak, even from a distance, you feel the air around the figure grow cold. Monkey, you should not be here. You see Irlit among the beings clustered around the strange, tall structure. She watches you with complete indifference, the way one watches an insect crawling up a wall. The rebel standing closest to you is looking at you with a mixture of hatred and confusion. His hands, clutching a strange weapon, are trembling ever so slightly. The strange device on a strap hangs from the man's neck. You. Throne preserve me. Who are you? Alright, so we are speaking to Bogle, and that strange device hanging from his neck, is that a sign of coercion or perhaps influence of some sort? I'm not sure. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. That's a lot of Xenos. And if I was willing to kill one of them, why would I not be willing to kill all of them? Well, I suppose because I should first try and figure out what's going on before killing all of them. That's probably my reasonable justification. I don't think I'm jumping through hoops to go with that. Interrogation is a thing, right? You interrogate the enemy to see what's going on, and truth be told, there's a lot of reason to doubt everything we've been told in the past, and while I might not trust the words coming out of the Xeno scum's mouth, I might trust what Bogle here has to say, and then we can take care of the Xeno situation. Did the rebels partake in heresy? Yes, absolutely, they're consorting with the enemy. But might they reveal additional heresy that's going on the planet? Absolutely. Now, to that end, I want to point something out, or I want to address something based on comments I've seen over the last couple of episodes with regards to our character. Many of you have pointed out that I'm sort of ignoring some of the benefits of being a rogue trader, where we're allowed to break some of these rules, and so I should take advantage of that. And you're totally correct, and I'm totally aware of that. But the way I see it in my mind, and the way some of you have mentioned in the comments as well, is actually in line with how I was feeling, is that for the longest time, for the most of our lives, we've been a Commissar. And so we follow a certain set of guidelines, rules, a certain set of beliefs, etc., etc. And only recently, in the grand scheme of things, have we actually become a rogue trader with that free will. Now, I don't know what happened in Act 1 that maybe would have gotten us there sooner. It's possible, again, I could just as easily say, no, you know what, I'm a Commissar who breaks the rules, because some are like that. I mean, it even happens in the Inquisition, but I decided to be someone who's a bit more of a hardliner, and that'll allow us for some character development in this surprisingly long alpha, where we can say, you know what, maybe this Xenotech isn't so bad. Now, with that said, I want to mention as well, the monofilament grenades were a mistake, so we should probably take care of that somehow. That was me not realizing that was actually Xenotech. That's on me. But otherwise, I want to be a bit, of a hardliner and see how that makes things play out. And maybe we change over time based on what we see and based on what happens and how the story evolves. But I just wanted to address that because many of you were pointing out, it's like, hey, you can use Xenotech and speak to Xenos. You're a rogue trader. You're not a Commissar anymore. And you're absolutely right. I don't want to take anything away from that because you're absolutely right. But the way I was kind of playing the character and envisioning it was that, that's new to them. They're a lot more used to the rigid structure of the Imperial Guard, of being a Commissar, where things are relatively black and white, and already we're seeing a bit of a gray area right now, which is why I wanted to mention it. But let's see what's going on over here. So, I am rogue trader von Valancius, the sovereign of Janus and master over every living soul on this world. On your knees, foul heretics. An entire herd of Xenos, the hunt will be good. I could attack right away, yelling death to Xenos, or I can say in the name of the Golden Throne, I will purge this imperial world of the heresy that has tainted it. Like I said, interrogation is a thing, right? Coercion is a thing. Learning what's going on is important even in the face of heresy. So, let's have them on their knees answering my questions, though I assume this means they're going to get initiative as opposed to us. I am Rogue Trader von Valancius, the sovereign of Janus and master over every living soul on this world. On your knees, foul heretics. The rebel lets out a laugh that sounds more like a hoarse caw and wipes the corner of his mouth on his shoulder. Master. Off that void ship the Vox Ops are on about, I suppose? You're already working with the governor. There's no point talking to this one, Commander. Just say the word and we'll... Silence! The Aeldari voice is musical, but every word he speaks falls heavily and irrevocably like a stone dropped into a dark pool. The rebel obediently ducks his head. Interesting. Commander, Avalar's face turns red with fury. In what world is it acceptable for Imperial subjects to call Xenos their leaders? What a disgrace! Monkey, state the reason for your coming. I hope it is convincing, or else you will be sent to... I hope it is convincing, or else you will be sent to meet your ancestors without delay. Such a good line ruined by a typo. It's okay. Speak to the rogue trader like that again and it'll be the last thing you say. I am looking for whoever's behind the uprisings on Janus. I learned there were Xenos dwelling on the planet and I wanted to meet you. I want to free this world from evil, or I want to cleanse Janus of heresy, of you. Can't believe I'm willing to have a conversation with Muaran over here. Okay, I'm looking for whoever's behind the uprisings on Janus. You found them. And what do you plan to do with us? Irlith speaks so quietly you can barely make out her words. We should have remained shadows to the Monkey, ghosts wandering amidst the ancient ruins. But you, Elantak, whose hand led you to the little thing, destiny or damnation, Muaran, allow him to speak. I took this skull from the governor's secretary. The secret of your presence on this planet is not as well kept as you think, at least not among Vistenz's circle. Yeah, okay, show them how pathetic they are. I have learned a lot about Janus in my time here so far, and I see signs of another threat besides that of the Monkey. I want to stop the violence on the planet once and for all. How did you come to be on Janus? Why are you fighting against the governor? I can nod at the rebel, saying, what have you done to these people? They believe you are their commanders. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. Or again, I can attack. Let's see. I don't want to lose the skull, though I guess it technically is a Xeno artifact. Should I really be keeping it? Maybe I should reveal to them how pathetic their attempts at subterfuge and secrecy have been. I took the skull from the governor's secretary. The secret of your presence on this planet is not as well kept as you think, at least not among Vistenz's circle. Violet goes still when she sees the skull, and then whips around to face Muaran. How did our kin's remains end up in the hands of the Monkey? You claimed we had suffered no losses at all in this confrontation. The Monkey should have been completely ignorant of our kind, of me. Muaran says nothing for several moments. The path I set for you had been traveled before, outcast. Karantar was sent to the ruler of the Monkey before you came along. His fate was hidden from my sight. How can the fate of an Asurian be hidden from the one who guides them, Muaran? Aren't we supposed to be your greatest concern? Did you not even consider that the same thing could happen to me? That I would perish under the shadow of doom? Violet casts a glance at you. What else do you know, Elantak? What else have you uncovered that was unintentionally or deliberately hidden from me? I can use my persuasion. Elite, do I need to convince you? Maybe you can try trusting your own intuition instead of your overseer. You know, that thing that's telling you not to believe everything Muaran says. Alright. The people on the planet are afflicted with mutations whose origin remain unknown to us. As there are no major sources of radiation on the agri-world, we can discount a technological cause. I can say the forests are teeming with signs of blight, distorted plants, deranged animals. Go into the trees and you will see it for yourself. Or I can say I've heard more than a few rumors that the governor and her circle are engaging in some reprehensible activities. Or I can say I'm not obliged to convince you of anything. Think what you like. Right, so I don't think I'm interested in persuading your elite. At least not yet. That's not the first thing on my mind. I'm more concerned about the planet that's under my care and the governor, who might be a problematic individual herself. So, I've heard more than a few rumors that the governor and her circle are engaging in some reprehensible activities. You won't believe what they do to the people. You won't see much at the nobles' estates, but if you go to the agri-settlements, as soon as the governor's dogs come, that's it. That's the settlement gone. First, they make them drink some filth that cripples them after a while. Then they take them to these gatherings. I know what I'm talking about. A cousin of mine from one of them settlements sent me letters at first, and then he was gone. If folks start talking too much about mutants and lunatics, they send the guards and silence anyone who got reported. There are more and more of these dead settlements. What are we supposed to sit and wait until we're all killed? I heard the ruler giving out orders. She called them innovations of the finest minds on Janus. What minds would condemn themselves to such a woeful fate? Irlit pauses, and then looks at the other Aeldari. I have seen it before in my wanderings. Taken separately, each of these cases can be deemed an anomaly, or explained by the foolishness or brutality of the Monkey. Muaran, how can you not see this? Could your own eyes have been blinded by prophecies? The shadow of she who thirsts is rising over Lilithan. Tread carefully, outcast. Do not allow another's words to shake your faith in your chosen fate. This Elentak was the first person to discover the comings of Selantresh, one of those whom the Monkey call chaos gods. Without him, I would still be deceived by your words about destiny and the true future. Now that the veil of omissions and evasions has been ripped away, I am calling you to account, Muaran. Tell me, why did you avert our gazes from the true threat, instead directing all of our anger at the Monkey? So I guess I was responsible for something, or was the governor responsible for something? Selantresh, is that Slanesh? I don't know their language, their vernacular well enough, but clearly there's some history here I suppose we were involved in, but nonetheless, moving on. Monkey revealing paths. It's ludicrous. Monkey bring pain and strife, in our time and for all time. How can you trust a Monkey after what we taught you? After hearing the sorrowful song of the dying world? Muaran turns his head toward you. It was not chance that brought Krodarak down. Monkey destroyed our ancient home, stripped us of our defenses, doomed us to wander amidst the cold stars. Even if Krodarak was destroyed by humans, as you claim, I imagine you gave them a perfectly good reason to do so. I like that. I'm sorry to hear that your home was destroyed, but I wasn't there and know nothing of this calamity. Watch your tongue, Xenos. I'm doing you a favor just by listening to your vile words. Yeah, I'm starting to lose my patience here. Rest assured, the very sound of your primitive tongue causes us as much suffering. Even a translator cannot alleviate its crudeness. You are playing with words and avoiding the question. Notes of desperation and rage are creeping into Irlit's voice now. The Lilithan is under threat from our eternal foe, and yet you're more concerned about the presence of the Elentak than the corruption that is flowing through the veins of this world. Did you never consider that your war might simply be hastening Selanthresh's triumph? Perhaps the ruler's servants, in their efforts to protect her, will resort to more and more instruments of corruption. Muaran drops each word as if it were a heavy stone. I chose the true path for you and your kin, just as Farseers have chosen the paths for the Krodarak in centuries past. The path reveals itself to a chosen soul. Doubting the path only shows the weakness of those who question it. You should have yielded to your duty, but instead you cast it aside, coming here at the Monkey's behest, just as you cast aside the customs of Krodarak and ran away from your duty there. Selanthresh's traces permeate the entire universe, so it is no surprise that this world also bears her mark. But even if it is true, the Monkey are the true enemies of the Lilithan. The destiny that governs me tells me so, and that is what I am telling all of you. Irlit is silent for several moments. I used to think that traveling beyond the limits of Krodarak would bring me wisdom and knowledge that would be valued by my kin from the craft world. But I was wrong. And today I'm paying for it, not for my choice, but for the intransigence and narrow-mindedness of my kin. Muaran leans down over Irlit, his tone menacing. You left Krodarak in our darkest hour to gratify your ego. You came to us on the Lilithan, and I accepted you as one of our own. I even gave you a real purpose, Earlit the Outcast, and you dare to insult me, a Farseer? It was a mistake to let you into our circle. You have turned our efforts to survive into dust with your own hands. I am a child of Asuria in Muaran, not a plaything in the cold hands of fate, which you claim speaks through your mouth. My choice of path is no worse than yours or any other Aeldari's, and my path calls me to fight our true enemies, not eradicate them on K. If it comes to it, I will stand with them, for the Elantak can see what you are blind to, Farseer. Elite's eyes are alight with fury. She pointedly lays her hand on her weapon, looking away from the Farseer. Well, this is interesting. I mean, I still have no sympathy for Elite. She's still Xenos, and infighting amongst the Xenos is great for us. It's perfect for us. Nonetheless, my duty is to protect my worlds and my vassals. If Janus is being threatened by chaos, I will fight it to the end. True. I am willing to help the Aeldari defeat chaos, but first we must deal with the rebellions you have been orchestrating. Do I want to help the Aeldari? Means to an end? Let's cool our tempers and try to speak calmly about this, or perhaps Muaran would see a little more if he bothered to pull his head out of his ass. It's true, isn't it? Let's not antagonize him further. I think we've antagonized him enough. My duty is to protect my worlds and my vassals. If Janus is being threatened by chaos, I will fight it to the end. The words of a creature whose will is ruled by momentary whims. There is nothing you can do to make me believe in the strength of your convictions. If this world is in serious danger, there is no sense in fighting each other. Let us deal with our common enemy together, alright? Or I can coerce the rebel. Come to your senses, servant of the God Emperor. Throw off this cursed fog of sorcery and stand with me against the Xenos, against these enemies of humanity. Yeah, that's the call. The other option is to say, you leave me no choice but to kill you. But I like trying to give these rebels an opportunity. Again, it's possible that they've been influenced because of some foul Xenos magic or technology. Who knows? Let's see if we can shake them, bring them back to their senses, and do our duty in perhaps a bit of a sideways way. What? The man shudders, screws up his face, and after a second, stares around in bewilderment as if seeing everything for the first time. By the God Emperor! There! Muaran utters a florid curse and calls his kin to battle. Alright, looks like they got some reinforcements coming through, but yeah, all the rebels are with us. Oh, immediately being hit by some damage over here. Not sure what got thrown our way. There's all the initiative checks being done. I guess they had the first move. No lasting impacts over here, but I assume if we stay here, it's going to cause us a fair bit of hurt. What is the turn order? So it's us, then it's the Grenadier Rebel. Again, we do have quite a few allies in this fight, right? So that's good to see, but the Aeldari Guardian is an enemy, and Elite is actually on the other side of the battlefield too. All right, interesting. Then the Cutthroat Rebel, Cassia, Idira, this Aeldari Guardian, Pascal, a couple of our allies, let's call them, at least for the time being. Then Abelard, more allies, Argenta. You know what? This battle should be relatively easy. I mean, the Aeldari Guardian have a decent bit of HP, some of them. Most of them are at 19. I think some of them are at 32. So we should be overall okay, especially considering our Rogue Trader goes first, which means we'll be able to use our Bring It Down action on maybe Abelard. He's up front. Can he Melta? That's the question. Or do I want to, move up? Like, if I use move on Abelard, get him up front, then we move up and tell him to bring it down and fire his Melta, up over here, that might be the right call. Especially because that gun looks particularly scary. Now, this guy's a melee guy. These two guys are ranged. That's all well and good. Back over here, we got melee and melee. All right, you know what? I think we'll be fine with the plan I just described. So, first of all, move. Let's go. Abelard, rush it. That'll be 1 action point. Bring it down will be 2 action points, leaving us with 1 left over, with which we can either shoot a regular shot or perhaps use the kill zone stratagem to increase the chances of landing our hits, right? These guys are at, 51 HP on Muaran, 19 and 19. All right, so Muaran will need to be focused on, so I think that's the call. All right, so let's go ahead and say move on Abelard. Get him just a little bit closer over here, a lot of it closer. I want to make sure the angle is right? So let's get you up to there. Let's go. And then let's go ahead and flip over to the Rogue Trader once more. Let's go ahead and move you up as well. Again, these guys are kind of moving side by side in melee, I suppose, because most of the enemy is going to try and engage us in melee. Elite, obviously, is a ranged combatant, and she might be some trouble for us, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there as we creep on forward to assist our melee rebels over here, I suppose. Let's get up to here, sure. Lead from the front. Bring it down, or do we get Killzone Stratagem down here first and then bring it down on Abelard to get the benefit from Killzone Stratagem? Yes, we're ignoring Grand Strategist as an option, but I think that's okay. I think this will work out better. Sure, let's go ahead and pop this over here. And I really want to get Muaran taken care of as quickly as possible. So that's pretty good. Killzone Stratagem is active. Let's go ahead and get bring it down. So no actual hits or shots from the Rogue Trader himself, acting again a bit more as a leader as opposed to a personal combatant. So bring it down, Abelard. Get the job done here. Go ahead and use your Melta Scorching to blast all three of them. They're so beautifully positioned. I'd be a fool not to take advantage of this opportunity. So yeah, fire away. Let's go. Are you for real? Oh no. A lot of damage on this guy. Nothing on that guy, and this guy managed to dodge. That is a little scary. Let's pop Endure on Abelard, and let's end our turn there to move on to whose turn? I believe it's our allies, and then it'll be that Guardian, Elite, Cassia, and Adira are coming soon. Okay, end our turn there. Let's see what these guys get up to. Well, sorry, gotta end the Rogue Trader's turn as well, of course. Here we go. This Grenadier Rebel's gonna move up and pop a shot, maybe? Nope, nothing. This Guardian's gonna pull back and fire away. Down over here at our allies, it seems. And actually cause a bit of damage there. Elite, you're up next. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna roll up and you're gonna fire down at who? Oh. I don't like that. What was that? Holy righteous fury right at the back there on Adira. Yikes. Meanwhile, up over here, Cutthroat Rebel, missing horribly. Cassia, you're up next. What to do with you? I could creep up to here. I suppose I could bring it down on Abelard and try and fire up over here. Maybe hurt my Cutthroat Rebel, which is not ideal. It would leave us with 2 action points with which we could burst with the las gun and maybe try and get some hits. Can I get to a better position for that? If I move up to here, can I bring it down on Abelard? No, I can't. Damn. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to, let's see, creep up to here, pop Overwhelming Stratagem over here. That'll take us down to 3 action points. Bring it down on Abelard will bring us down to 1 action point, and then we can take a single shot at Muaran, perhaps. And then separately, Argenta will, not soon, but eventually, be able to come up to here and fire with the extra shots as a result of Overwhelming Stratagem. I could also pop Grand Strategist as opposed to that single shot from the hotshot lasgun. That sounds like a better call to me. Okay, so let's move up to here. Let's go ahead and pop Overwhelming Stratagem maybe up over here. I really hope Argenta's able to get up there. She's right there, so she should be able to. I wonder if we can go further and help some of our other buddies out as well. Bit of a risk over here, but one that I think I'm willing to take. Sure, yeah, let's pop this down over here. Let's do it. Hope for the best. So pop that down there. Maybe Bogle will be able to use his strange weapon there to get more shots out as a result of that. Let's go ahead and use Grand Strategist as well. That will enhance our Overwhelming Stratagem by adding even more to rate of fire, though I guess it'll reduce ballistic skill on the strategists themselves, I assume. So yeah, sure, Grand Strategist, let's activate that. And let's go ahead and pop... These guys still have that benefit, right? Let's go ahead and pop, bring it down on Abelard. Ooh, or the Rogue Trader, because he's got... the Rogue Trader has a pistol, doesn't he? He's got the plasma pistol. Still a single shot. So now let's give it to Abelard still. Though he won't be able to use his Melta. No, he should be able to. Sure. Sorry, my apologies. A lot of hesitance over here. Over to Abelard. Hopefully I didn't get this wrong. I did not. Okay, good. Pop the shot over here. Potentially dangerous to our rebel ally there. Quite likely dangerous to our rebel ally, actually. I mean, look, they did side with the Xenos at least temporarily, right? So, who's to say this is an unreasonable shot to take? He might dodge it. He might survive it. They're more important threats. Let's go for it. At your beck and call. See, he's fine. Took a bit of damage, but he's fine. This guy's dodging a lot of shots, though. I don't like that. I don't like that. We might actually have to bog him down in melee and just beat him to a pulp. It's not like he's going to be dodging melee. He's going to be diving into it himself, but I'm a little nervous about him. End our turn there, Cassia, and your turn as well. Time for Idira now. So Idira can creep on up to here, perhaps, and get some shots off. A little disappointed that Elite managed to get so much damage done already. We're in a bit of trouble. We do have a medikit available. It'll take 2 action points to actually use it. That might be the right call. Pascal, what will Pascal be doing? He'll be moving up, maybe getting a shot in. Will he be able to use his medikit to heal Idira instead? Ideally, yes. Ideally, yes. So Idira might be able to get into cover back over here, but then he won't, she won't get the help from Pascal for sure, right? If we move up to here, and we pop a regular shot up over here, 60% chance to hit Elite, decent bit of damage output as well. With a precise shot, we're seeing what? Still a 60% chance to hit. Okay, we could try and set an extermination mark on Muaran, and using in my sights as well. That'll mean that we can't shoot. I should instead. I can't do it in the other order, right? We have to set an extermination mark before we can set it in my sights, unfortunately. So that's not an option. That is not an option. Maybe a precision strike is the right call over here. Why can I never use this thing? Why can I never use this thing? Makes a single shot or a melee attack. So yeah, make a single shot against Elite. I don't understand. Anyway, whatever. It's fine. I could use Lightning Strike instead. Use this Cutthroat Rebel as a way to bounce off. No. That's fine. We won't do that. Let's stick with a regular shot on Elite, I suppose. Have 3 action points left over, with which we could set an extermination mark and maybe target the weakness, or you know what? Foreboding, right? That will increase the target's dodge and parry. Wait, hold on. Oh, this is to help an ally. Where's the one that Misfortune? Psych appears into the future, bringing the worst fates for the target. The target's dodge is reduced by 20 times psi rating, which would be 40. That's absolutely huge, and you know what? That's going to come in handy over here. All right, so sure. Idira, let's move you up to there. Let's use Misfortune on Muaran, and then we can also shoot a regular shot on Elite, I think. Maybe that's the right call. Sure, let's try it. Wow. Finally have a use for some of these abilities. So he's been hit, right? Doesn't say we failed. I think it's an automatic success. All right, cool. Do I want to pop the shot over here? 72% chance to dodge. Or do I want to pop it up over here? 33% chance to dodge. Let's go up over here. Sure. Yeah, let's go for it. Good stuff. Decent hit. And Idira's turn there. Time for some of these rebels to move. And just completely flub the opportunity there. Fair enough. Guardian's coming up to ruin this guy's day. Down over here, Pascal. I do want to heal Idira. I think it's kind of necessary. It takes 2 action points, whether I use my Mecha Dendrites or a Medikit, and it'll leave us with 2 action points with which to shoot. Do I want to hit Muaran? Right, like if I try to hit him, 72% chance to dodge. Like, that's ridiculous. We could try and fire up over there instead, I suppose. Better hit up there. Okay, sure. So, let's creep on up to here. Let's go ahead and use the Medikit on Idira. Get her healed up. Or do we want to use the Medicae Mecha Dendrite? 6 plus Medicae by 5 wounds versus, what is this? This is going to be 6 plus Medicae by 5 wounds. Sure, let's use the Medikit instead then. On to Idira, let's go. Split her up. Good stuff, that's not bad at all. Turn around and use our Plasma Overcharge. Tempting as it is to mark a target for Idira to have in her sights next, I think we're better off using Plasma Overcharge up over here to hopefully eliminate both of these targets. Righteous Fury is all we need. Come on, baby. Come on. God damn, are you for real?
Pay an even greater price.
At least Elite took some damage there, but this Aeldari Guardian and Muaran over here, they're doing way too well for my comfort. A bunch of allies going next, then it's Abelard and another ally, and then Argenta. So we have some opportunities. We might want to take care of at least this Guardian before they're able to do their move, right? Muaran, I assume, yeah, starts the next turn. He is doing what? The Farseer predicts the future that has not arrived yet. All attacks against warned creatures suffers a negative 50% penalty to hit chance. Wow. Okay, interesting. All right, well, Idira might be in a bit... They actually, Pascal and Idira are both still in trouble because they're in this vortex over here, but there's nothing we can do about that as we end Pascal's turn and see what Bogle does here. Nice. Is that really it? In comes a Ripper Rebel. Gonna dodge that. In comes this Rebel as well. Come on, get something done. Come on. Now, Muaran did take damage finally. Was that Bogle's work? Are you for real? Alright, fair enough. Abelard, you're up next. Do we rush into melee? Or do we try something from range? I mean, if I move up to, say, here, and I Melta, I can maybe eliminate Elite and this Aeldari Guardian who goes soon. Which is probably not a bad idea, actually. As opposed to hitting Muaran, who we're probably going to hit with Cassia, or not Cassia, sorry, Argenta instead, right? Sure, that makes sense to me. Let's go ahead and fire up over here and hope for the best. Is there anything else I would like to use? I mean, we do have Ready Go, but if I use that, I will not be able to use our Melta shot, right? So, fair enough. Let's go ahead and pop this up over here. Or do I want to get into cover? Right, like if I go up over here, at least we get half cover, and we should still be able to get a clean shot. Oh, come on now. Risk hurting our cutthroat rebel over there, but it might be worth it, I suppose. Poor guy. He's been shot twice now by Abelard. He just keeps getting in the way. He just keeps getting in the way. That's on him. Fire away. Let's go. Get that half cover and fire. Ooh. Yikes. I feel a little bad about that, I'm not gonna lie. They did just come to their senses. They are fighting with us, but the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one, right? And we took out 2 for the cost of 1, and a rebel, no less. So I'm gonna say that was worth it. Let's go ahead and use Taunting Scream in the general direction of these guys, I suppose. Sure. This will at least draw fire down here where we have some cover. Maybe not a terrible idea. And I'm glad that Elite was taken care of, because she caused a lot of damage last turn. That was ridiculous on Adira. So let's go ahead and end our turn there. Let's use Forceful Strike Might as well, and then end our turn there. Cool. Allies are up next. What are you going to do, Ripper Rebel? Just walk up, I assume. Oh, he's actually going to get a hit in? No. They're going to dodge. This means that Argenta is a little limited over here. We could use Shot on the Run to get a little bit of extra movement, which will hopefully get us a better angle. Yeah, we can creep right up to there, but then we can't melee, right? Because we'll be in melee. So it's not blocking these. I almost wonder if I can't do this. Possibly hurt some allies. Do this instead. Possibly again hurt some allies, but also possibly hit that enemy back there while also hitting this guy up over here. Alternatively, we creep on up to here just to play it safe. I feel like that'll be in melee and then we won't be able to shoot. And I don't like that, obviously. So let's move up to here. And let's go ahead and pop Military Excellence and get all those free shots. Obviously, we can use Controlled Burst at the end of it all to not affect any of our allies, right? That's always an option. But for the time being, yes, Military Excellence while we get into this zone of the stratagem, right? And that should give us how many shots now? Shot count 3. Is that not where I laid down my stratagem? Or did I lay down for? That's the thing. It's like they're all the same damn color here, so I can't tell what's what and which one's whose. You know, don't like that. It doesn't look like we get the extra shots from where we're standing, so maybe I do need to step up. But if I step up, will I be able to shoot, or will I get bogged down? You know what? I'd rather have fewer shots, but at least have shots, rather than move up and have no shots. So from back over here, let's pop this shot over here on Muaran. 0% chance to hit. You're kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Are you for real? Come on. No way. Okay, 6% now. Come on. Another 6% chance to hit. I mean, 43% back there, 3% back there. These guys are hard to hit. Come on. Come on. Give me that Righteous Fury. Give me a good clean hit. Nothing. I got nothing. You're my number one. Come on. She did so well in that battle in the previous episode, so I got my hopes up here, perhaps mistakenly. Come on. 6%. How many times can you possibly miss on a 6% chance to hit? Apparently very often. If I do creep up, well, I can't anymore, right? Because I've shot so many times. Maybe I should finish that guy off, just for the sake of getting a hit in at least. God damn it. Alright, Controlled Burst. Point up this way, I suppose. Like so. 16% chance to... come on. Thought I was able to hit them both. Alright, let's go with this instead then. Some chance of getting these guys taken care of. That's really rough. Alright, let's go for it. Fire away. Come on. Nice! Nice! Excellent! Now that is some sweet action. And you know what? We did get the benefit from the stratagem, so this tooltip was wrong, and those extra shots really made a difference. Muaran is down. This guy managed to survive, but you know what? That's perfectly fine. I think we got double Righteous Fury there. That's amazing. That's amazing. The knockback, the knockdown, oh my goodness. I couldn't be happier. Now, we could dash up just to get better angles and maybe get some cover as well. Let's move on up. Sure. And no need for anything else. I suppose we could pop War him. We have the AP. Might as well get our momentum up when we can. No reason not to. And sure, end our turn there. Feeling a lot better about our current circumstances. Not this guy's circumstances, though. That guy had no chance. Feeling pretty good, though. This is good. This is good. Argenta did exactly what I needed her to. Took her a bit longer to get there than I would have preferred, but she got there in the end, and that's great. Rebels firing away now. Come on, get some work done. Beauty. Absolute beauty. Love to see it. They're actually worth something. This guy, bit of a mistake there. Bit of a mistake up over here. Gonna pop some shots. No luck. Fair enough. Rogue Trader, you're up. Let's go ahead and do what? Do we get Abelard creeping up and firing away? Or do we perhaps get Argenta forced up and firing away instead? Yeah, you know what? I think it's Argenta's turn to shine. Let's get move on Argenta. Get her creeping forward. And we do the same thing this time as we did last time, right? What's the best angle, though? Up over here, I suppose. This poor guy's like right in the way, eh? Do I have a line on this guy? I don't, eh? Dang. Oh, crap. Well, that was a mistake, but not the end of the world. It's fine. I guess I could get second wind. Will that allow me to shoot? I don't need a level of fatigue. Only until the end of combat, but still, I don't need it. Tempting, though, isn't it? You know what? Let's try it. Because I should be able to get a single shot out of that. In fact, I can get shot on the run out of that. So let's go ahead and do this. Creep on up to here. This will allow us to fire at both of them. Let's fire away at this guy, 2%, or this guy, 4%. Sure, I'll take the 4%. Why not? I do also have access now to controlled burst, if I want to increase my chances of landing these hits. 0% up there, 2% over here. Sure, let's try that. Let's go for it. Fire away. I should have known. Nonetheless, we can turn around and use our single shot up over here. 4% chance to hit versus 2. Let's go for it. I doubt we'll land any shots here. Yeah, fair enough. End your turn there. And then we're able to creep on up to, let's say, here, so we have some cover from this side if need be. And we can use Bring It On Argenta, giving her even more action points with which she should be able to still fire. Yes, she is. Excellent. Now, I can dash, move a little bit closer, maybe up to here, maybe try burst fire down over here. See what that does, and probably kill this cutthroat rebel in the process, but hey, it's the price of victory, I suppose. Damn it, I didn't realize. Of course, dash costs an action point. That's on me, I deserve that. Nonetheless, 5% chance to hit. Let's go for it. God damn it. I messed that one up. That's on me. Whoops. What are you gonna do? Let's go ahead and get kill zone stratagem, I suppose, just to help some of these hits land. Let's get it on Buddy over here, sure. We should have done that first, actually, like we did the previous round, but hey, it is what it is. This Grenadier Rebel's gonna come on up. Cassia is up next. I suppose we could push up to here and do what? Bring it down on Abelard, I suppose. Or we could bring it down on the Rogue Trader. Can't reach him. Fair enough. We could get go going. All allies within a 2-cell radius get movement points. So Idira and Pascal can both move up. That doesn't sound like a terrible idea. Uses 3 action points. And then Overwhelming Stratagem uses an additional 1. Can I pop Overwhelming from where we are? We can. Argenta's turn is yet to come this turn. So it's not a terrible idea. Alright, fair enough. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and pop go. Down over here to get these guys moving. Come on. Oh, right. I have to actually pop it on somebody. My bad. Pascal, let's move you up to there. Sure. Again, we're not actually fighting this turn, but I just want to get into a better position. And your turn there. Idira, let's get you up to here, perhaps. Line of fire. Yeah, there is one to this guy back there, so that's all well and good. And there is an extra chance to hit him as well, so that sounds good to me. Are you for real? I gave her the order. Why? It's fine. I clicked there and I hit end turn without double-clicking the order, and so it didn't give her the order. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Move up to here. Get Overwhelming Stratagem on Argenta. I want to make sure that she gets as many extra shots as she can. And I suppose we can end our turn there. Didn't use Adira properly, but it's not the end of the world, because it's her turn now. She can move up to here, pop a shot, 6% chance to hit. Precise shot is 8% chance to hit. Beauty. Here's what we'll do. We'll do that, I suppose. Right, go for it. Miss. And then we'll go ahead and get an extermination mark on the Aeldari Guardian. And we'll see if in my sights will work for Pascal or something. And Adira's turn there. This rebel's going to move up and fire. Going to miss probably. Yeah, hit the cover, I think. Up over here. Yeah, this guy's not having a good time. And Pascal is up next. Okay, let's move Pascal up to here. Let's get... God damn it, I can't use Machine Spirit Communication and in my sights. Not enough AP for that. Machine Spirit Communication reduces recoil rather significantly and decreases dodge chances of its target by quite a bit too. Oh man, what is the dodge chance on these guys? Is that what's causing our misses? Oh god, at least partly. So this kind of a thing would go a long way. Fine, I guess we have to do that instead. Pop that. There you go. And toss a grenade. Can I really not? I can't reach. Oh, I can reach this guy. Might be the right answer. 7% chance to hit up there. Or we could study defenses. We'll ignore a fair bit of dodge. Can I reach you? I can't. It's medium range only, isn't it? It is medium range only. Target the weakness. All allies gain half the benefits. Again, I don't know if that needs to be active or what. Let's try it. Let's try it. If there was ever the time, now's the time, right? Flash of insight. Extra dodge negation. And it only applies to us, I think, of the studied target. We don't have any studied targets, so let's end the turn there. And let's let Bogle get some work done, hopefully. Come on, man. Come on. Up comes the Ripper Rebel into melee, putting himself in Argenta's path as well. It's okay. It's okay. Abelard is up next. Let's get you doing what, buddy? Let's actually... It's time for melee, I think. If we get up to here, right? Or actually, hold on. Do we get up to here and then charge? We can't. First, I have to switch to my other set. Cool. Then, we can get up to here and then charge to do what? Move in a straight line and strike the target that interrupts the fighter's path with a basic melee attack. The attack does not count towards the limit of the fighter's attacks per turn, so we do get an extra attack, basically. So if I pop that in this general direction, hopefully we'll get some work done with the chainsword, and then we can hit again with the chainsword. Though it would have been nice to actually use our pistol, right? If I go this way, I can't go through allies. Can I come up to here and then go charging in like this? No. Not enough of a distance, I think. Charging up like this. This we can do. And then pistol burst from point blank. Where is our stratagem, though? I think it's over here, right? So it's not going to be of any additional value. All right, fair enough. Up to here. Charge. Down this way. Let's go. And then I don't know if I pistol burst or if I melee, but we'll see. Come on, you're going to... Man. Are you going to dodge that? Ready, go. Get a free attack next turn. +1 action point. Free attack's not bad, but why would I sacrifice this turn's free attack? That doesn't make any sense, right? And we actually can't attack if we use ready, go. That's a bit of a bummer. Alright, fair enough. Let's go ahead and pistol burst, I suppose. 3% chance to hit. 6 shots. Or a slash. 5% chance to hit. You know what? I'll take the 6 times 3% chance. Let's go for it. Come on, buddy. Please. Come on.
Victory is imminent.
Alright. No surprise there. Yeah. Nope. Come on. 1. Just give me 1. Hey! Oh, 0 damage. 2 damage. Alright, cool. You know what? I'll take it. Endure. And end the turn there. Cool. That was not ideal. But at least we got some damage in there, right? Argenta is up next. Time for some burst fire action. Can't use military excellence, unfortunately. We just burst down this way. 17% chance of hitting... 56% chance of hitting Abelard. If we do that, 0%, 1%. Yikes. Alright, Argenta. If we get you up to here and burst fire down like this, that's not terrible. Bit of a chance of hitting our ally there. Yeah, sure. Let's go for it and forsake the additional rounds we got from being under the stratagem over here. It is what it is. Let's go for it. Sure. Give me some hits. Come on. Nice. I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it. God damn. End the turn there. In comes the Guardian with a strike at Abelard. He's okay. Cutthroat Rebel rolling up. Now it's all allies, right? I think so. This guy's gonna roll up as well. If we start outnumbering the enemy, we might be able to do something. This guy, what are you gonna do? I think it's time for some crack grenades. It might be time for some crack grenades. Though again, they're able to dodge grenades as well, right? They're able to dodge grenades too. Come on. Come on. Nothing. We got nothing. Alright, Rogue Trader, you're up. What to do? Do we roll up and use the Thunder Hammer, I suppose? I could use Kill Zone Stratagem to help increase hit chances, right? So if we roll up to here, Kill Zone Stratagem up over... God damn. Up over here, I suppose. What else does it do? Weak point on a random side. It will also, yeah, all attacks against enemies in this area get an extra hit chance. Sure, let's go ahead and pop this over. Can't hit both of them, so let's pop this over here as we move into melee range, and then we'll swing at the Aeldari Guardian, I think. Try our best. I could use Bring It Down on Abelard, or I could think about Grand Strategist instead. Increases incoming damage, applies a weak point. You know what? No, not worth it. Let's go ahead and use a regular strike up over here. Come on, 5% chance to hit. They're gonna dodge. Let's go ahead and use Bring It Down on Abelard. Yeah, let's go for it. Come on, Abelard. Get the job done. Good strike. Let's go for it. 5% chance to hit. I guess I could use Forceful Strike. But why? Well, I guess knocking them down isn't a bad idea. Sure, Forceful Strike. And let's go for it and hope for the best. Strike. Come on. 5% chance. Miss. Dodge. That's ridiculous. I'm trying to figure out what abilities I am forsaking here that could help me out. Pop Endure to end our turn there. There's definitely something I'm not thinking about that I could apply here. Rogue Trader, you're done as well. Come on. Nice. Oh, we got the hit, but no damage. This guy's got 30 HP. Cassia, you're up. Let's move you up to here, I suppose. And use our stratagem to give Argenta some more shots to hit more allies. That's the only thing I can imagine happening over here, but sure, yeah, let's go for it, I suppose. It'll eat up all of our movement points. Let's make sure we're moving to a good location. I suppose I could move up to here, use Lidless Stare and not get anything. I get up to there, Lidless Stare. It hits all of our allies as well. But at least I can get closer and use it eventually, I suppose. So sure, let's get up to there. Let's use Overwhelming Stratagem. We'll also use Grand Strategist, and then we'll maybe fire a burst with her and see what we can do. So sure, Overwhelming Stratagem down over here. We'll use Grand Strategist as well. That should give us the benefits of this too, right? Because it says the Strategist enhances the effect. Oh no, sorry. I misremembered it with the other Grand Strategist ability. It's okay, not the end of the world, because all I really want to do is burst fire here. If we use Bring It Down, we could use it on Pascal. Not really worth it. Let's go ahead and burst fire and see if Cassia can do something Argenta could not. Come on, fire away. Let's go. We're gonna kill this Cutthroat Rebel, aren't we? Come on, please.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Well, that wasn't helpful. At all. Idira, you're up. Can we hit anybody or anything? Let's creep up to here, I suppose. Use Misfortune on this Aeldari Guardian. Right, because Misfortune is the one that reduces their dodge rather significantly. So go for it. And then we'll see if we can't hit them. I have my doubts. I have my doubts. 50% chance to hit, that's not bad. Let's go for it, come on. Nice! Yes, finally! Oh my goodness. A little unfortunate, because now this guy still has his max dodge, but I'll take it. I will take it. Pascal, you're up. What do we do here? Let's creep you up to there, and maybe get this guy to, like, forcefully dodge. Can I get a shot like that off, though, is the question. Or is it time for, a crack grenade? Crack grenade like this, again, they can dodge those as well, right? So it's not like we're home free if we do that. 5% chance to hit. What else have we got here? Study enemies. Carefully study a group of enemies. Increases the incoming damage of the first adept's attacks in the turn against a studied enemy by the adept's intelligence bonus. That's if we land a hit. Flash of Insight. Immediately grasps the nature of the studied target, applying the double effects of study target and all adept's talents. That dodge negation, is it just against the adept or against all of our allies too? I don't know. I don't know. But fine, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to move up to here. We're going to study enemies. Go ahead and pop this. Sure. See if this does what I need it to do. Right, and then let's go ahead and get Flash of Insight as well. Onto Buddy here, the Aeldari Guardian. And then I am able to get a single shot with a 17% hit chance. Come on, please. Are you for real? That's the highest it's ever been on that guy, so bit of a bummer that. But let's see if it applies to some of our allies as well. I highly doubt it. It sounded very much like it only applied to the adept themselves. But Abelard, if you are up and you go to hit with the pistol burst, that's 4%. That's nothing. If I go for the swing, 5%. I mean, yeah, I suppose. Let's go for it. Obviously, we missed. No surprise there. And your turn there. Sure. Ripper Rebel is doing what? What was that? Increasing momentum. I'm sure, fair enough. What to do here? What to do here? Regular shots, I suppose. 4% chance to hit isn't all that great. If I move up to here and fire, still 4% chance to hit. Obviously, we're going to use shot on the run. We're going to go ahead and move up to here, where I believe the area of the stratagem is, and we're going to controlled burst and fire over here and really hope for the best. Again, controlled burst means if any shot of the attack hits an ally, that shot instead misses everyone. So, safe bet over here to fire away. Let's go for it. Come on, please. Come on. Nothing. Nothing. We got nothing. One more shot. Madness. Alright, let's end the turn there. Just gotta wait for Adira, I guess. But he's gonna miss. Abelard's gonna parry. Excellent. Chainswords parrying each other. Pretty baller. Pretty baller. Alright. We're good, we're good, we're good. These guys are gonna take their shots, not get anything done. Let's go ahead and get... where is Adira? Adira is all the way back there, right? God damn. Far away. Kill zone stratagem. Sure. Pop this here. Try and increase our hit chances. Grand Strategist is going to enhance the effects of their current active stratagem. Sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and take a swing with our hammer here. 5% chance to hit. Gonna miss. He's gonna dodge it. Fair enough. Anything else I can do? Nothing else I can do. A voice of command increases their characteristics by a certain amount. Maybe not a terrible idea, just to try and land a hit a bit better. Characteristics increases would include weapon skill, right? So should increase our chance to hit. That did nothing. Thank you very much. Cassia, you're up. Can we move up to here and use our lidless gaze? We can. Why don't we start with, let's see, our overwhelming stratagem for Argenta. Just increases our chances of landing a hit, right? So, might as well. Sure. Do that. And actually, that allows us to hit with more bursts too, but we're more likely to kill our own allies. Let's pop Grand Strategist. Yep. And let's go ahead and use... I'm tempted to use Bring It Down, though I wonder if instead I should just use Lidless Stare and, yeah, cause some friendly fire over here. A little bit of friendly fire. What's the worst that could happen? Go for it. It's necessary. Buddy's gonna die, but like I said, it's necessary. At least we cause some damage to the Aeldari Guardian there. Alright, good stuff. Adira, you're up. Can I secure a shot? I can't. Real bummer. Misfortune, can I hit him? Do I need line of sight for that? I do. God, that is such a bummer. Alright. Can't do anything with the guy, so I suppose moving up is all we do this turn. Lightning Strike, use me to bounce onto him. That's not gonna fly. Alright. End your turn there, I suppose. This is a very drawn out battle. Doesn't need to be this drawn out. Like, we're gonna win this. Just let me win it. Let's see. Extermination mark. Is it worth anything is the question. Sure, extermination mark on you. Because that does what? It means next turn we get a slight bonus to damage, right? Pop this shot. What if I move up to here and try to pop this shot? Do I have a clearer? I don't. I can't actually hit the wall or anything. Right, he's like backed up into a corner and everything, eh? Everything. What about the Omniscient Axe? Does that have any benefits? No. Nothing. Alright, let's creep up to here. Let's use Study Enemies. And let's... I should have done Study the Enemies and target the weakness as opposed to our Extermination Mark, I think. Sure. Pop this. Alright, and the turn there. Just waiting for a deer to come around again, I suppose. That guy's gonna miss. This guy's gonna go into melee so that I can't burst fire here without killing somebody. Alright, Argenta's up. We do have controlled burst. Shot on the run, sure. Controlled burst. Come on, give me something. Literally anything. Come on. Nothing. Nothing. No surprise, I suppose. 5% chance to hit here, and he's going to dodge it. The definition of insanity over here. The definition of insanity. At least he got a hit in. Like, I'm waiting for that guy to just shoot and get hits in. Ridiculous. Kill zone stratagem, again, increasing hit chances. Sure, sounds good. It's the same loop over and over again right now. Go ahead and use Grand Strategist. I suppose we could use Bring It Down on Pascal or something, rather than try and hit him in melee again and get nothing done. Cassia is here as well. She could burst fire, but what's the point? We'll hurt our allies more. Sure, Pascal, you. Let's go ahead and try and hit him with the Plasma Overcharge. 17% chance to hit. That's got to be worth something, right? That's got to be worth something. Machine Spirit Communication decreases dodge chance of its targets by twice intelligence bonus. Come on, that's got to be something. Pop this over here, and then we'll use a regular shot as opposed to the overcharge. But that should help all of us land some hits, I think. Hopefully. 17% chance. If we land this hit, he's dead. Please. Wow. I can't believe that worked. And I can't believe Elite's still alive. Elite surveys the field of battle. May the gods guard us against pride and wandering in the vagaries of hate. Of fate, sorry. It's all the same to these guys. Are you alright? You dispatched the enemies of humanity admirably. You'll make an excellent sanctioned Xenos. You just slaughtered your kin over a minor disagreement. You're in no place to talk about pride, or might as well send you off along with the rest. She was with them. She almost killed Adira as far as I'm concerned. Might as well send you off along with the rest. Absolutely. Elite drops to the ground like a severed vine. The surviving rebels are panting heavily, catching their breath after the battle. One by one, they look at you expectantly. We've dealt with the Xenos. Now to free ourselves from the chaos-worshipping governor. Okay? Or, by assisting me, you have earned your pardon. Go back to your homes, and I will forget I ever saw you here. Your uprising against the rightful authority on this world is over. No, that governor is clearly up to something. We've dealt with the Xenos. Now to free ourselves from the chaos-worshipping governor. Jubilant cries shake the forest. The survivors shout out your name, praising the rogue traitor and gabbling promises of eternal loyalty. It seems that with the removal of the Aeldari, an unseen weight has been lifted from their shoulders. Alright. And the dialogue there, everyone's leveled up, took a fair bit of damage there unfortunately, but overall, after a bit of a grind at the end, we've come out on top, and it's time to turn against the governor. Well, or at least it will be next time. Folks, this is where we're calling it a session. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. As always, it makes a very big difference, and just letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel, and what I should keep doing, what I should speed up, slow down, etc., etc. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.